like Great Britain, I loathe you with no
those sounds as well. By the way, if you want to try this sound, that's the reason I get upset when people say that, oh, you cannot learn vocal technique, because if you learn vocal technique, ladies and gentlemen, we're back in the studio with a good cup of coffee, and I'm really excited for what we're doing today. We are going to listen to Ren. Now, even though this is the very first time that I make a video on Ren, I just love his music. Like, every single opportunity that I have to introduce Ren to somebody, I will do it. And this just released this song, Self-Portrait, yesterday. I'm excited to hear it and, of course, do that with you guys. And it is exciting because every time that I listen to a new Ren song is something different. His music is unique. Like, it's different in a really good way. And I remember the first time that someone presented me to Ren, we were in a conversation, we were talking about bands and artists that both of us would like, and that person said, oh, you know what, you should listen to this person. It's nothing like what we are talking about, nothing like these bands, nothing like this, or the music is not similar at all, but I'm pretty sure you like it, especially because your background in psychology. Now, you might not know that, but I do have a degree in psychology. I got a bachelor's degree in psychology, and I'm really interested in mental health, in human behavior, and then that person showed me Hi Ren. It just like blew my mind. A whole new level of artistry. So I feel really excited whenever I get to listen to new Ren stuff, and whenever I have the opportunity, I introduce Ren to somebody else. So, in case you're new here, my name is Caio. I'm a singer-songwriter myself. I just released a new original of mine. It's called The Crown Might Fall. It's a rock song. I'll leave it linked down below. If you feel curious about that, please check it out and let me know your thoughts as well. I'm also a vocal coach / voice teacher, so I teach voice, singing through a physiological perspective. So how can we manage, how can we control the muscles that we have, especially inside our larynxes, to produce the sounds that we want to hear. Okay, so that's most of what we talk in here in this vocal analysis, how we can achieve those sounds by arranging the muscles in a similar way. If you like this kind of content, consider subscribing to the channel, clicking the bell and all that. That helps me with the algorithm, so that if you like this video, more people might like it as well. And if you help me with that, the video will reach more people. But without further ado, let's go. I'm excited to listen to this. Vincent's Tale, Self-Portrait. Play. I think he's in a... He's not a bar? Yeah, he's drinking. I'll open the lyrics on my phone. I always love the guitar in his songs. The piano as well, for Money Game, like, just fantastic. This is flamenco, right? I mean, not flamenco, medieval. This is a medieval guitar style. Oh, they sing the guy's guitar.
Come on, let's have it, you miserable prick. I will do what I want, I will drink till I'm sick to my stomach. I'm sick of the same boring songs. I am sick of these pavements I find myself on. Great Britain, I hate you. I'll say that with pride. It's my right to be violent when you fed me lies.
We had some small cracks there, and Well, when we want vocal cracks or voice breaks to happen, we give them a different name. We call them yodels. We have some of that here, and some vocal distortions as well. And of course, I'm biased here because I love talking about vocal distortions. I love teaching vocal distortions, and as a singer, I love, doing them. And we have a lot of what we call fluid crackling here. Sounds like this, and that's really interesting. And I would say that oftentimes he doesn't even have the intention of doing something like that. He's not thinking about, when I sing that word, I will use a vocal distortion. He's not thinking about that, I presume. I think that he wants to sing a song, he wants to tell a story, and whatever he can do to express himself in the way that he thinks that will convey better the emotion that he wants to talk about, that he will do. And that's what's happening here. Honestly, I feel like that's the whole function of vocal technique. And that's the reason I get upset when people say that, you cannot learn vocal technique because if you learn vocal technique, you will lose emotion as a singer. You sound like a robot. And that's not the case at all, because the real function of vocal technique is for you to have tools to express yourself as a singer. Okay, you are telling a story, but what kind of sounds should I make to express this line? And what about that line? Of course, we can do that in a very intentional way. Sometimes I like to do that, and sometimes it won't be intentional. However, those are still tools that you're using to express yourself. And Ren is just like a masterclass on that. Again, I feel that some of these sounds are not intentional, but they are serving the purpose. And what's the purpose? Expressing what he wants to express, convey that emotion that he's talking about there.
I'm a rotter, a menace when I want to be, and I've worked for that right because nothing comes free. I have slaved all my life in the dull 9 to 5. I just rinse and repeat while I'm barely alive. Great Britain, I loathe you with no
Sounds as well. By the way, if you want to try this sound, and some people have troubles doing that because they feel like, since the sound is it's powerful and distorted, that they need to apply a bunch of compression to do that. But that's not the case at all for this kind of vocal distortion here. Again, we call that inside vocal anthropophysiology, which is the theoretical framework for my work as a voice teacher. We call that crackling fluid voice, or fluid crackling voice. The crackling being, of course, the and the fluid part of it is that we need to let the muscles, the structures inside your larynx loose. We let them loose, we let everything soft, and then we send air pressure into that. So when I'm working this kind of vocal distortions with my students, a great exercise that I like doing is putting them to imitate Mickey Mouse, alright, with this sort of sound here, and then from there keeping everything real, loose, and soft, not strained or compressed at all. No, everything has to be loose, and then we just send air into that. Loose, loose. Hey, Pluto, hey. Alright, so that's the idea, and again, like, great use here. Some people might do that like naturally, but some people again have troubles with that because they try to keep the whole thing too compressed. And for some kinds of vocal distortions, alright, we might want some compression, but not for this.
Murderous glee, I will do to this country what you've done to me. Destroy. To tear apart these buildings from this cinder blocks they stand. Leave this town in dust and rubble. Make some trouble with my hands.
Also, something that's really impressive here is that I'm not seeing any cuts. Like, the camera is filming him, and then the camera, a person is just walking with him. No cuts whatsoever. So, thing about that is, and he, of course, he's walking the street, he's pretending that he is drunk, he's like almost fallen, he's walking, and he's interacting with the other characters, all of that, the other actors, all of that, like without cuts. That's just fantastic.
I won't lie, I'm fucking wasted, but I wasted all my youth, and I've stayed so damn complacent, getting wasted is my truth. So my style of self-expression is a fist into the gut, it's throwing up upon Shut your fucking mouth, you slut banished angel. I am Lucifer, might reign like Genghis Khan. Soon you will all know my name. I am the storm after the calm.
I also like how he breaks the fourth wall sometimes. Depending on what he's singing, he looks straight into the camera.
I'm the victim of the victim list, the pill that makes you sick. I am chaos incarnate. Let's fucking have it then, you prick! Now the rules of the street fight are simple. It's pretty much anything goes. Keeping the street pretty firm on your feet. It pays to be sweet on your toes. And fools they have fallen for clumsy mistakes. Late to read.
Musically, this is another thing. And that's another thing about his writing. Like, it's not your regular, like, pop song with verse, chorus, verse, bridge. This is something else. We have sections in the song that, musically, they sound so different. And the fact that he's able to do that with his voice and an acoustic guitar, a nylon string guitar, that's just, like, incredible.
Yeah, cop the fist to the face. Now the rules of the street fight are simple. Break that little prick's nose. Throw a punch, you swallow it, follow it, grab the collar, quick hollow tip like karate, kick martial art master, spark a bitch, park a fist on the landing strip, carnage, it finds the cartilage, karma serve like a carbonated cola on the crucifix, kill. Vincent wanna kill, who blood gets spilled, move double that rude boy, kill or be killed. Do it for the fun, blood, do it for the thrill. Blue lights, boy, run, blue lights, boy, chill.
Again, and no cuts. Okay, these could be used like as a transition. It could be a cut. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's not, but still. Ren is not a singer. Ren's an artist. Like, in pretty much everything he does. He's been an actor here, a singer. Another song, it's part of the same song, but again, it's not listening to a regular song. You're following the journey.
So it goes.
Gotta listen to that again.
So it goes.
So it goes. We have a crack there, and I believe it was intentional. But if it wasn't, it doesn't matter. When he sings it, so it goes, and then that run. What a nice run.
So it goes.
So it goes. I'm so used to singing metal and rock that, like, immediately I want to end this with a vibrato. So it goes. But that's not the case here. Just a run. Goes, goes.
In the absence of the light, the devil.
What a beautiful melody. Na, 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 na.
So it goes. In the absence of the light.
So the So it goes in the absence of the light. I love that melody.
The devil's soul. I see.
Oh, the yodels. Oh.
Then I don't mind. Vincent went shaking. Run from the law. Hide from the bacon. Crouch on the floor.
Reggae.
The cook to omit him. Hate the wolf spits on him, rapes him. Hits him, kicks him when he's down and that shapes him. He hears the sound of a copper, hot up on his tail proper, Vincent off his rocker. Bothered by the lie that Britain sold him, what a shocker. Where greedy eat the poor, a holy war, the chosen prosper. But some were never chosen, they stay frozen in the locker. Destined to survive in 9 to 5 and watch the clock, but don't think about reality, my little happy shopper. A brand new show on Netflix to distract you from the horror. And swallow all your morals for a retweet or a follow. And shadow ban the problem man, a soul for $1. And keep the fight amongst yourself, don't think about the squalor. The systems don't impose it or the rules that we all honour. And fuck it, Vincent cooked to boiling point, he's cannon fodder. So what's the use in running, he's already in the locker. He's careless with his actions now, a clumsy motherfucker. He turned to face his fate, cause fate's a bitch and none will stop her. Richard was an officer who stood at 6'3". Was his first day back at work after a time of absent leave. Working London on the night shift, what he didn't think he'd see was our boy with a guitar, bruised and battered on his knees. But
Guys, the whole idea of the music video here is just like...
Richard lived in caution now, tormented by his past. Not so quick to find a trigger, not so fast. But Richard was a righteous man who lived inside the law. So he leapt upon poor Vincent and he cuffed him to the floor.
And he directed the thing. Okay, we have a director of photography as well. Okay, all of these people, they are amazing. This is a masterpiece. Okay, he's raising the bar really, really high. And I see what he's doing, bringing the whole music industry to another place. And that's how important I think that this guy's music and artistry in general, because it's not, this is a movie. And the way that he was singing and he was telling a story, and then the story that he was telling was happening, but at the same time he was also a character that was interacting with all of that, that just... I don't know if that's even possible, but if by any chance you follow me here, follow me on Instagram, you know my work, but this is the first time that you're listening to Ren, please go to his channel, listen to more of this, watch more of this. I'm pretty sure you won't regret it. And I think that for us as artists, because yeah, I'm a singing teacher, but I'm also an artist myself. I'm a singer, a songwriter. I feel like we all need to take this as inspiration. We see people complain about how hard it is to create something new nowadays. We see that all the time. And he's doing that. Like, look at how much we had inside the song. That guy's an artist, and that we can't even call... I feel that whenever I call this a song, I'm not making it any justice, because it's way more than that. This is a masterclass on art. Well, if you want to develop your own voice, to be also able to express yourself through your singing, through your voice, then I highly recommend you to check my online course. I'll leave it linked down below, Building Your Voice. There we talk about active vocal schemes whenever you want to belt out and let your voice be heard. We talk about passive schemes for you, for when you want to sing soft, to sound vulnerable and intimate. We talk about ornaments like vibratos, runs. We have a whole module on vocal distortions for you to be able to practice, apply them in a safe way for your voice. We talk about vocal warm-ups for you to warm up your voice in a proper way, depending on what you're singing. We talk about vocal physiology in case you want to understand more about the muscles that you have inside your larynx and how to work on them for real. We have a vocal exercise library with exercises for you to practice each of the techniques that we cover in the course. And we also have a lesson on how you can create your own vocal exercises to deal with the challenges that you're facing in your own repertoire. Again, that's my online course, Building Your Voice. I'll leave it linked down below. Now, I want to know what you think about this song, about this music video. Leave it down below. If you like this kind of content, please leave your like, subscribe to the channel. That helps me a lot with the algorithm. Totally free for you, but it helps me a lot so that more people that would potentially like this video will get to see it. Alright, so that's all for today, guys. You enjoy your day, you enjoy your coffee, and remember, if your concepts cannot be seen here in the real world, they must change, and not the world.